Hey guys, this is Unit 4, Lesson 4.4, called Divide Tens, Hundreds, and Thousands. Our essential question is, how can you divide numbers through thousands by whole numbers to 10? So we're going to start with unlock the problem first. Dustin is packing apples in gift boxes. Each gift box holds 4 apples. How many boxes can Dustin pack with 124 apples? Okay, so I kind of like to go back and always underline the information that we might need first. We have 4 apples in each box, and then we have 120 apples total. So I'm also going to draw a little picture just to kind of show you what that looks like. So he's packing gift boxes, and then each box holds 4 apples. Okay, how many boxes can Dustin pack with 120 apples? So I mean, you could just keep putting 4 dots in each box until you get to, until you get to 120 apples, but there's a simpler way that you can do that. Since you're starting out with 120 apples, you're trying to put them into groups of 4. Okay? So as each apple goes, you're putting it in a group of 4. Alright, so that's why you're dividing. You're dividing 120 divided by the 4 that you're putting in each box. Okay? And just coming back to this question right here, we know that trick. If we take away the 0, okay, we have a simpler division problem. We have 12 divided by 4. Now if you know what 4 times what is going to get you to 12, this problem shouldn't be too hard. Okay, so they took the 0 away, made it 12 divided by 4, or 4 times what equals 12. Okay, and we know that 4 times 3 is 12, so we have 3 tens. Okay, and the reason they have this word tens here is because this means we're taking 3 times 10. Okay, so our answer would be 30. Okay, so 12 tens, which means 120, divided by 4 is 3 tens. Okay, think 4 times 3 tens equals 12 tens, so our answer here would be 30. Okay, 120 divided by 4 equals 30. Okay, you also could go 4 times 30. Remember, 4 times 3 is 12. Add your 0. There you are. So Dustin can pack 30 boxes. Okay, so step 1, identify the basic fact. Then we use place values. So remember, 120 tens, or sorry, 12 tens means the same as 1,200, or this means hundreds. Okay, so that would be 3 hundreds. Okay, and then 12 hundreds divided by 4. Okay, that answer would be 3 hundreds. Oops, I think I made a mistake. This needs to be 12. That was 1 off. Sorry. Okay, so this right here should be 1200. So that's where this 2 zeros comes from. No wonder I was kind of shaky on that one. So the 2 zeros means the hundreds. Okay, so if you have 100, okay, the 2 zeros stand for the 100. So same thing, we have 1200. So 12 hundreds divided by 4 equals 3 hundreds. Okay, which would be this number right here. Okay, so 300. Okay, so they're just taking a look at place value and matching that up with our answers. Take a look at this bottom one. Explain how to use a basic fact and place value to divide 4,000 by 5. Okay, so if I were you, I would take away a couple zeros, and now we have an even simpler problem. We have 40 divided by 5. 40 divided by 5. Okay, 5, which also means 5 times what is going to get you to 40. Okay, so we know that 5 times 8 would be the answer. Computer slow. There we go. Okay, so 5 times 8 equals 40, but then we can't forget about those 2 zeros that I took away from before. So it would be 8 hundredths or just 800. So 4,000 divided by 5 is 800. Okay, alright, let's go to the next page. Excuse me. Okay, share and show. Divide 2,800 by 7. So what basic fact can you use? Okay, so I'm taking a look at that number and I'm going 28, I see, divided by 7. Okay, 7 times what, or think of it in multiplication, 7 times what equals 28. Okay, and the answer for both that would be 4. 7 times 4 is 28. So, coming down here, that 2,800 actually means 28 hundreds. Okay, see the two zeros together, just like 100. This is 2,800, so we have 28 hundreds. Okay, so 28 hundreds divided by 7. Okay, since we're dealing with the hundreds, the answer would be 400. Okay, or hold on, I'm going to put 400 here, and then I'm going to put 400 down here. It looks like what they want. Okay, so 2,800 divided by 7 is 400. Okay, now coming down here, divide 280 divided by 7. So what basic fact can you use? Okay, so I still see 28 divided by 7, okay, which I know the answer to that is 4 from before. Okay, so 280 actually means 28, and then I just have 1 0, so that would be tens this time. Okay, notice up here I had 2 zeros, hundreds, 1 0, tens. So 28 tens divided by 7 equals 4. Okay, I'm going to stick with the same thing and put tens there as well. Okay, 4 tens. Okay, so 4 tens is also the same as the answer 40. Okay, so this is saying that I have 10 4 times, so 10 times 4 is 40. Alright, so in the next part, use basic facts and place value to find the quotient, okay, to find the answer. So number 3, I want you to try that by yourself. Just pause the video and I want you to see if you can figure that one out first. Okay, and then I'm going to go through and give you the answers on these. Okay, alright, so 360 divided by 6. So my first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to write 36 divided by 6 equals, okay, what times what, or 6 times what equals 36. So 6 would be my answer. 6 times 6 is 36. Okay, and since I had a tens here, I'm going to add a tens in the answer. So my answer up here should be 60. Okay, coming down over here, we have 2,000 divided by 5. Okay, kind of like what we had up here. So this one I'm going to make 20 divided by 5. Okay, 5 times what is 20? Okay, my answer would be 4. But since I'm dealing with hundreds, or actually thousands up here, but it wouldn't make sense if I were to have 2,000 divided by 5 and still be in the thousands. So my answer would be 400. So I took away 2 zeros here to get to the 20, and then I added them into my answer. So my answer for this one would be 400. Okay, and this next one, 4,500 divided by 9. So I'm going to change 45 divided by 9. Okay, 9 times what is 45, which my answer would be 5. Okay, so then since I took away zeros from the 2 zeros from here, I'm going to add my 2 zeros onto my answer. So my answer would be 500. Okay, alright, so same thing here. You're just using basic facts and place value to find the quotient. So I'm just going to kind of go through these and I want you to check your answers. Okay, so pause the video, see if you can do them by yourself, and then watch the video from there. Okay, so 560 divided by 8. So that means 56 divided by 8. Okay, 8 times 7 is 56. Okay, and since I have a tens there, I'm going to add my tens in my answer. Okay, then we have over here 64 divided by 8. 8 times what is 64? 8 times 8 is 64. Okay, then I took away my 2 zeros before, so I'm going to add my 2 zeros on. Okay, there's my hundreds right there. Okay, then I have 3,500. So 35 divided by 7. Okay, 7 times what is 35? The answer is 5. Okay, then I took 2 zeros off, so I'm going to add 2 zeros in the end. So I have 500 for an answer. Okay, if you want to do 9 through 11 and challenge yourself, that would be awesome. We can do one of them. This one is just really helps if you know your facts. So this one is, I'm just going to use this area down here for work since they didn't leave me much room. So 420 divided by something equals 60. Okay, so I'm going to put 42 divided by something equals 6. Okay, so 6 times what equals 42? Okay, my answer for that would be 7. Okay, so then I have to come up here, and that would be my answer. So that would be the little spot that they're looking for. So this one would be 7. Okay, so if you want to go through, do 9 through 11, that's awesome. Okay, so go ahead and do that one. Let's see. Let's just take a look at this one just to make sure that we got that basic place value understanding. Okay, so divide 400 divided by 40. Explain how patterns and place values can help you. Okay, so what you could do here is you could change it to 400 divided by 4. Okay, and then you know that 4 times what is 400. Okay, 4 times 100 would be there. And then, so then you would, for explanation, I guess you could put, no idea why that just disappeared. You could put dividing by 400 by 4 tens means the answer will be divided by the same multiple of 10. Okay, so that's just kind of what I did like in an explanation. So the answer to this one would be 10. So 400 divided by 40 equals 10. Okay, so remember when I did 4, well, I kind of erased, I don't know why, but when I did 400 divided by 40, divided by 4, so 4 times the 100 was 400, so now I just need 40 times what is 400. Okay, so 40 times 10 equals 400. So I don't know about you, but I always use multiplication to help me out on these division problems. So dividing by 400 by 4 tens, so that means 4 times 10, means the answer will be divided by the same multiple of 10. Remember, multiples are what you use to get to the answer, so taking it times 10. Okay. Alright, multiple is the number, I think I said that. Multiple is the numbers that you land on. Your factors are the ones that you use to get to your multiple. So like 40 and 10 would be your factors, and then what you land on is your multiple. Okay? Alright, so let's go to the next page. Let's see if we can we'll do one of these ones. Jamal put 600 pennies into 6 equal rows. Okay, again guys, so here we are putting something into groups. So right away I'm thinking division. How many pennies were in each roll? Okay, so first of all, I'm going to highlight any information that I think is valuable that I might use. So I have 600 and I have 6 equal rows. Okay. Then I'm going to come here and I'm going to write in my equation. So my equation would be 600 divided by 6. Okay, remember 6 times what is 600, and this one just happens to be easy because 6 times 100 is 600. Okay? Alright, so we don't have to do the rest of these unless you would like. We're not going to do this page. Okay, but we are ready for our homework already. Okay? So I really want you guys to get a lot of practice on this one. So let's get rid of this row right here, and you guys can do the outside and the inside row. Okay? And then on the bottom, I'll just have you do 11 and 12. Okay? Wonder if there's anything. I think if we do number 12, okay, we'll do one more. Do number 14. We won't do this one though, and we won't do 15. Okay, so there's 6, 7, 8, 9, and on the back we'll cross one side off. Okay, so we'll cross off this side. Alright, if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, you can always go back and check out the rest of the video. Have a good rest of your day. See ya!